Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Just want to do a short video, as short as possible anyway, to talk about the MyWhoosh Cycling Esports League, which kicked off last night on Tuesday night. It was round one, stage one. Massive thank you to you, the community, first of all, for getting involved in this, whether you're racing an individual or part of a team. Myself and the team at MyWhoosh were listening. You guys asked for some kind of cycling league for the community. This is it. And we'll continue to evolve this league and other events moving forward as well. So keep your feedback coming in. It's been really fantastic. I also want to say a massive thank you to Jakob over at MyWhoosh Info as well, who of course is hosting the league, hosting the results. He's also looking at the sort of the team building aspect and so on. So really fantastic job. Thank you, Jakob, a member of the community, for helping us out to get this thing going. On that note as well, if you're not a part of a team, go and find a team. You don't have to find a team, but I would say get involved with the team. And again, you can utilize MyWhoosh Info, use that, find a team or request to join a team. You can also use the socials channels, of course, for MyWhoosh. Use the Facebook channels to find a team. If you can't find a team, build a team, invite your friends as well. The focus on the result is going to be with teams, not necessarily on the individual riders. We want those teams to build out. So depending on whether it's a climbing course, a flat course, something for the sprinters with the checkpoints, multiple people in the team can get involved in different weeks as well, given your different strengths as a rider. So the focus is really on teams here. And you can see when we get into the results very shortly, there's a lot of riders racing without teams yet, but that'll come, that'll build. We knew it's there. The second thing I wanted to talk about was the drone police. People wanted more verification. Absolutely. The drone police are there. If you got pulled up by the drone police, no one is saying you cheated there. It's just that maybe you're riding in the wrong category and you need to review your FTP. The team at MyWhoosh, along with high-level coaches, pro coaches, and sports scientists, have put those police values in there, and they are quite lenient, they are quite flexible. So if you did, there's always going to be someone in that grey area and close to that line. Apologies if you did get pulled out by those police, but you probably need to be racing up a category next time round. So just look at your FTP, and just by adjusting your FTP in game, you'll be able to see the other category events that are in the racing schedule. Enough said about that. We'll continue to evolve those drone police and those category limits as we move forward as well. Let's say there's a lot of information, almost 3 years worth of SRC data in the different categories there have helped to define those different limits for those drone police. Enough said about that. Let's look forward, and we are going to look forward actually at next week's route as well at the end of this video. For now, let's take a look at the results from week one of the Cycling Esports League. So let's take a look first of all. Week one, those are the categories just in front of us there. All this information is available over on MyWhoosh Info. Week one, of course, we were in San Francisco. We're in California, so the San Francisco spin. 20 kilometers. Last night was a flat course. Looking at some of the Twitch videos and the YouTube videos, it looked like it was good racing. It was close. There was plenty of sprint finishes there. There was also plenty of attacks early on because there's not much climbing. There's some very, very short rollers, and if you know the game, know the draft, know the dynamics, maybe you could utilize that, but it looked like there was some fantastic racing. We're going to focus first of all on zone one, the sort of Australasia region, if you like, and then we're going to focus on different categories each week. So this week I've just picked on category 5, for example, in the Australasia zone, and we can see that Gareth SKW from Wales picked up the individual win there, but again there was no team name there, so Gareth was racing as an individual. And then we got Stefano and Antonello, again the two Italians, picking up second and third individually there. In terms of team standings, it was the MyWhoosh Italia race team picking up the win, ZTBR E-Cycling Cat 5 second, and Cathlete taking third there in category 5. As I said, each week we're going to look at different categories and different teams. Let's have a look at Zone B. We're starting off in Cat 5 again, and we're focused on teams. Louis Racing Team, Cat 5, picking up the win there. These leagues are going to be pretty exciting and tight there because the team has basically taken 12 league points. The FSE, Full Speed Events, Buzzards, picking up second place there in 11 points. So there's everything to play for week in, week out. Poland team there picking up third. Let's have a look at the team composition. Remember, it doesn't matter how many riders you have in your team. It's the top 3 place riders from each week's or each stage essentially, which will contribute to that stage standing. So Louis Racing team there, we've got the top 3 riders who would have all contributed, and maybe the other riders also contributed in some way in the way the race went out. I don't know, I've not watched that particular race. The FSC Buzzard, so we've got Dave, Ruben and Nathan there who were the top scorers within that team to place the Buzzards. I want to look at category 2, slightly selfishly because this is my category here, but we can see, Ride Club Finland, I know these guys well, picked up the victory there with those 3 riders, Juno, Jarno and Mika, hopefully I got those names correct, picking up the top 3 places in their team, the only 3 riders in their team, and maximising those league points of 12 points. 2 level teams, level golden, so no doubt that's got to have Eric Rimborg in there somewhere. Indeed, Raul Lopez, Adrian and Michael making up the team there for level golden 4, and level racing pro 1, Luca, Ludwig and Raul picking up level racing pro 1 points there to round out the top 3 positions in category 2. Let's have a look at the individual overall results there. Sergio Hoyer's picked up the win, but without a team. Imagine if Sergio was part of your team and we got Sergio points, that could have changed. But it was those 2 finished riders there picking up second and third. Let's have a scroll down here. 40 riders taking part in this event. Remember, it is essential in the Cycling Esports League to be utilising your heart rate monitor. So if you race but you aren't in the result, it may be because you didn't have your heart rate monitor on. That will mean an annulment from the results. And I know that Jakob at MyWhoosh Info has adjusted the points accordingly as well as those riders have been removed. Let's look ahead to next week, as I've said. So Belgium next week, this is absolutely pan flat. There's only 1 meter of elevation per lap in Belgium on the Bruges course. But as I've said, this is a points race, and it's a points race with a checkpoint. The checkpoint meaning it's not the fastest through, but it's the first rider across the line who's going to maximize those segment points, those preem points on those particular segments. There's going to be 2 checkpoints on this route, 1 on each lap. We will share later in the week the race profile, which, let's be honest, is going to be pretty flat, but also the position of those checkpoints. We'll share those on MyWhoosh Info, but also share those on the Facebook channel. So Belgium next week, points race, points at the finish line, points at the segment. Let's take a look. Those are the finish line points for the first 100 riders across the line. So no matter where you are in those groups, there's always something to be chasing, those extra points for your team. And then you've got the segment points there as well. So points available for the first 10 riders across the line on those checkpoints. That's going to be different for the other races as we get later into the series, that it might be fastest through. But we're going to talk about that each week when we go through these stages. Thank you again for joining us for this video. Thanks again for joining the MyWhoosh Cycling Esports League. This is just the start. We're going to build out from here now. Let us have your feedback. Let us have your comments. Get involved in the conversation either down in the description of this video below or over on the Facebook channels for MyWhoosh. I'll see you again soon.